Reversing a linked list is one of the biggest internet memes when it comes to programming. And today, we're going to do just that. Because why not pile on, besides the fact that today is indeed April Fool's. Before we reverse that linked list, start by dropping a like down below. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Let's reverse that linked list in Swift. Here we find ourselves within an Xcode playground where we're going to reverse that linked list. First and foremost, we've got a list node that are our building blocks for a linked list. We've also got a function to build the list that we will reverse, which is printed right down here in my console. And we got a handy dandy utility function to print out this linked list so we don't lose our minds. We'll move down here and focus on reversing the list. What are we going to actually do in here? Well, we've got our head being passed in. We're going to get started by declaring a previous node pointer, which is going to point to a list node optional and start off as nil. Next up, we're going to have a head node, which will point to head. Now down here, we're going to do a while loop, which will do all our magic, and once we're done looping, we are essentially going to have previous node be the head of our reversed list. Let's write that while loop and see things in action. Let's ignore all these warnings for a hot minute. We're going to go ahead and say while the head node does not equal nil, we want to go ahead and do something. Now what is that something? We're going to say the next head is going to be our head node dot next, just like that. The next thing we want to do is actually assign the next node. So we are going to say our head nodes dot next is going to be the previous node. Next up, we'll reassign our pointers. We'll say the previous node is going to be our new head node, and our head node is going to be the next head. And just like that, we have reversed a linked list. Let's make sure I haven't actually done it incorrectly by giving it a run. I'm going to go ahead and say our node here will be our reversed list. We'll pass in the pointer to the head of our initial list. And finally, we are going to say print linked list, passing in node with an exclamation mark to force unwrap it. Let's come down here, go ahead and pause our execution, give it a run once more, and boom, look at that. We've accomplished the most useless thing in the world, but we can now pat ourselves on the back since we have indeed reversed a linked list. If you're new here, start by dropping a like down below, hit subscribe. You guys know the drill. Thanks for watching. Until next time, when we do another useless task.